Children, today in this video you will learn about the large intestine. In our previous videos you have already learned about the total digestive system, the small intestine, the mouth, the stomach, etc. Here in this video we will learn what happens inside the large intestine. The large intestine is about 1.5 meters long and consists of three regions: the cecum, the colon and the rectum. The main function of the large intestine is to absorb water from the undigested food. The large intestine does not secrete any enzymes. So, whatever undigested food that is passed out from the small intestine into the large intestine, here the water is mainly absorbed. When much of the water is absorbed, the undigested waste matter that reaches the rectum is semi-solid. The rectum is the last part of the large intestine which stores the undigested waste matter and is known as feces. This rectum is 15 centimeters long. It opens to the outside at the anus. It also has a circular muscle, that is the sphincter, to keep it closed. When this muscle relaxes, the anus opens to eliminate the feces. Here in this diagram you can understand that the first part of the large intestine is the cecum, where you can see that the appendix is arising. This cecum now continues into the colon, which is the largest part of the large intestine. And ultimately this colon opens out into the rectum, which is only a short passageway which only stores the undigested food materials, which is generally known as the feces. The process of eliminating the undigested food through the anus is called digestion. Assimilation. What happens to the food that we are eating? Look at the diagram over here. The food that you're eating, that is, you're chewing inside your mouth, which is the first part of digestion. After chewing, now this bolus is sent inside the stomach through the esophagus. Now the stomach helps in mixing up of the food with different gastric juices which are present in it. This semi-liquid food part is now pushed inside the small intestine. Now the main digestion and absorption of food takes place inside the small intestine, because the small intestine is around 7 meters in length. So the food remains in the small intestine for a long time. After the food is absorbed, the waste particles are now pushed inside the large intestine. This large intestine absorbs the water only and throws away the waste materials in the form of feces. So, assimilation is the utilization of the undigested food or nutrients by the body cells. That is, whatever food you are eating, this food enters into your body, that is, through the mouth it enters into your stomach, gets mixed up with the different enzymes, and these nutrients are then absorbed by the body cells. So how does each and every body cell receive all the food? Because the inner lining of the small intestine has finger-like projections called the villus. This villus increases the surface area for the absorption of the food. Now the walls of the villus have blood capillaries. These blood capillaries, they help in carrying the food to the different parts of the body, because the blood capillaries take the food along with the blood to the veins or the arteries which are running throughout your body, and each and every cell of your body is receiving the food. So, assimilation is the utilization of the digested food or nutrients by the body cells. The nutrients absorbed into the blood are now transported to the rest of the body. So, you can understand that glucose, it is the end product of carbohydrate digestion. What is the use of glucose? The glucose is required to release the energy for cell activities. Amino acids. These are the end products of protein digestion. The amino acids are used for growth, repairing of worn out cells and tissues. Fatty acids and glycerol. These are the end products of fat digestion. These fatty acids and glycerol, they act as reserves of energy and are stored for further use. So, assimilation is the utilization of these digested food or the nutrients by our body cells. Now, let us understand it in details. The first part of the digestion starts inside your mouth. Your mouth has the salivary glands which are mixing up with the food, which is now pushed inside the esophagus and to your stomach. The stomach stores and churns the food, and protein digestion begins inside the stomach. The liver and the pancreas are present near the stomach. The liver is above the stomach, whereas the pancreas are below the stomach. The liver detoxifies certain molecules, stores vitamins, iron, glycogen, and it produces bile. The pancreas releases digestive enzymes. These digestive enzymes are mixed up with the food so that it can be absorbed by the small intestine. The gallbladder stores the bile in it. The small intestine absorbs the nutrients which are present in the food. The food is now pushed inside the large intestine, which absorbs water and the different vitamins which are left. And the last part is the rectum and the anus, which stores as well as ejects the feces. On page number 50, question number 6, you have to fill in the blanks with the suitable names of the substances which are given in the list. So understand this table very carefully. Now, you have the digestive enzyme pepsin. Now, this pepsin acts on what and converts it into what? So, this pepsin acts on the proteins and converts it into peptones and proteoses. The second part, what are the digestive enzymes which are acting on the fats? The digestive enzymes which are acting on the fats are the lipases. The lipase acts on the fats and produces the fatty acids. So children, it is necessary for you to understand about the different enzymes which are given out in our digestive system and the functions of these.